Plywood is a great material to have on hand for about any project, but normally you use a table saw or a circular saw to cut this. Well, let me show you a way to actually cut some plywood without a saw. First off, we're going to need a straight edge. This is a carpenter square, but you don't have to have this. You could use a ruler, you can use a nice piece of wood you know is straight, as long as the edge that you're measuring on is nice and straight. You'll also need a utility knife with a nice sharp blade in it. And of course, some kind of a measuring tool. Now I'm going to first show you how this works on some 1/4 inch plywood, and then we'll move to the bigger stuff. Now take your measuring tool, measure out exactly how far you want to make your cut, make a little mark with a pencil, and then move to the other side and do the same. Now we want to place that straight edge on those 2 marks that we just made, and we want to make sure that our straight edge doesn't move around. If it feels like it's going to move around a lot on you, you may want to clamp it down so it doesn't move. Then we're going to take that utility knife, and we want to gently score along your straight edge here. Your first time you go down, go real gentle, and then the second time you do it, go a little bit harder. But make sure you go gentle the first time and it follows that straight edge, otherwise you can get wiggly lines going down. Now once you get that first cut in, you want to go back and do a little bit harder cuts, about 4 or 5 more times, as deep as possible. Just be careful, because this could really cut you if it hits you. Now once we have a deep cut on this first side, we want to take the plywood, unclamp everything, put it on edge, and take a pencil, and we want to make a mark, because we want to transfer the little marks we made on this side to the other side. And just like we did on the first side, we want to clamp everything down, making sure it's nice and straight, and using our blade to make those cuts. Now once we have grooves cut into both sides of the plywood, we want to line it up with a workbench or a table, something that has a straight edge that we can align this groove exactly along that edge. And then we want to either clamp this down or get somebody to hold it really tight. We want it to be right near the edge to brace it as much as possible. Then we want to push down on the edge with the plans of it breaking right on that line. Now this is being a little bit stubborn, so in those cases you may want to take your blade and just gently go along those lines a little bit more, just to make sure that line is deep enough. And if we have everything cut correctly, it should, let's see, snap in half. Now let's take a little bit closer look. If you look here, this looks like it's a really rough cut. It's actually not. This is some of the inner fibers here just sticking out. This can be cleaned up really easy with some sandpaper. Otherwise you have a really nice cut here. So let me show you how easy this is to clean up. Now this is just some 120 grit. There we go. Nice smooth edge. Now some of you might be thinking, 1/4 inch plywood, that's some pretty thin stuff. How about 3/4 inch plywood? Would it work on this? I believe it will, but I've never tried it. So let's give it a shot. Now we did the straight edge and the clamps, very similar to the thin plywood, and now we're going to start making our cuts. Now the 4 or 5 cuts I said to do on the thin plywood is not going to be nearly enough for this thick stuff. So I'm going to try and cut through at least the first 2 or 3 layers on each side before I try and snap it. Now of course keep in mind, if you're going to do this, it will take a lot longer. Now I've lined up this 3/4 inch plywood just like I did the 1/4 inch along the edge of my workbench. Now as I go to snap this, I have a feeling it, just like I did on the 1/4 inch plywood, you're going to have a little bit of a rough edge on this as well that we'll probably have to sand down. Now you just heard this start to crack as I was trying to pull it down, but it's still holding really tight, so I'm just going to make a couple more passes with this blade. Hopefully that'll sever those fibers as well. Ooh, that is hard. Obviously there's still a lot of wood holding on this. I'm going to flip this board over. We're going to take the blade and go across it a couple more times, hoping to sever those fibers, and then we'll try and snap it one more time. Alright, let's give this a try. Now the main issue I'm having here with trying to snap this is not having the leverage I need to actually get the power behind it. I only have 6 inches of plywood here. If I'd have done this at 12 or maybe 18 inches, I'm sure the snapping action would happen a lot easier. But since I only have 6 inches, I'm very limited. So I'm going to continue to make some more cuts along this, trying to make it a little bit thinner. There we go. Here's a little bit closer look. You can see that it did make a nice sharp cut along the edge. And just like on the small plywood, it sheared off and pulled out a little bit of these fibers that we'll have to sand down. So it will work with 1/4 inch and 3/4 inch plywood. But let's say you have a project you're working on. If you have to make several panels and it's with the 1/4 inch plywood, this method might work for you. If it's with the 3/4 inch plywood, I'd probably stop what you're doing and figure out a way to go get a saw, because that right there is very time consuming. Now that we know this method does work with plywood, I do wonder, will it work with MDF? I have some 1/2 inch material here, so let's give this a shot. And since I learned my lesson on that plywood, I'm going to go 12 inches in on this piece, and that way it'll be easier to snap. Now I'm having a little difficulty following the straight edge. I have a feeling all that cutting on that thick plywood wore out the tip of this blade, so I'm going to change it out. Oh, that's so much better. Now with a sharp blade, it is definitely a little bit easier to cut, but MDF apparently is really hard to cut with a blade. I'm not having nearly as much success as I did with either of the plywoods. I'm guessing it's the glue or resin that is used whenever it is put together or pressed together. Makes it really hard to cut with a knife. Now I'm going to still try and use this a little bit more, but so far I'm not having much success. Okay. I probably have about as many slices in this 1/2 inch MDF as I did in that 3/4 inch plywood, and I'm not sure if I'm even 1/4 of the way in on each side, so I'm gonna just try and snap this to see if I get lucky right here. Ugh. Well, it did snap, and as you can see here, it left a lot of material because I was only able to cut partially through it. So let's see how easy it is to sand this stuff off. There is a lot of sanding to get this down though. Now, is it possible to do it on MDF? Yeah, if you don't mind having a really messed up edge. At least with the plywood, I was able to sand it down relatively easily, and it wasn't a horrible looking edge. Versus this, even when I go to sand it down, it's going to have a bunch of imperfections because of just the way it broke. Now, if I would have spent a lot more time and effort trying to use that blade to cut it, would it look better? I'm sure, but man, I would be completely wore out if I tried it. So, would I use it with MDF? Nah, I probably wouldn't use this process. And there you have it. It is definitely possible to cut plywood without a saw. Now, I highly recommend only doing it with the thinner plywood unless you just have no other choice, and you can do it with the 3/4 inch, but it will take you much longer. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out these right over here.